Hello. Welcome to the Lurk News channel where we're always giving the tea. As many of you may know, just last night, Kanye West and Drake got together to finally end their feud with the intention of bringing awareness to the situation related to Larry Hoover. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this really quick and provide the answers for many of you that may be wondering who's Larry Hoover? Okay, so Larry Hoover was the leader of the Gangster's Disciples, originally known as the Black Gangster's Disciples, hailing from the south side of Chicago. He was born on November 30th, 1950 in Jackson, Mississippi. He has a common law wife, Wendy Jenkins. The penitentiary has allegedly prevented them from getting married, and that's the reason why she is not his legal wife. He's the father of three sons. Jumping right into it. So Gangster Disciple was formed in 1969 when he joined forces with David Barksdale, aka King David, who was the leader of Devil's Disciple. King David later died in 1974 from complications related to a bullet that he had lodged in his body. Once he died, that basically made Larry Bernard Hoover the sole leader of the GDs. It is said that during the initial time of his reign, that there were over 30,000 members of the Gangster's Disciples and that they made $100 million per year. He is currently in jail serving 6 life sentences. Initially, he was in prison for murder, and he was in prison throughout various correctional facilities in the Chicagoland area. His conviction for the initial murder was kind of controversial because he did not pull the trigger, and basically during that time, black on black crime was not punished so harshly. So he was jailed, and basically he began running 3 different correctional facilities: Statesville, Dixon, both of which were located in Illinois, and then the Indiana's correctional facility. And he basically was still running things on the inside and the outside, putting people in charge, telling people how to move and do this and that or whatever. He was under an investigation during that time, but he was under investigation for 17 years. It literally took them 17 years to go ahead and throw the book at this guy. But while he was incarcerated in Illinois, he started, slowly reforming himself and started rebranding himself. And at that point, he started doing interviews saying that GD stood for growth and development. He actually wrote a book while he was incarcerated, kind of outlining the reform and the ways that, the members should attempt to change their lives and gain power through basically voting and being more active in the political atmosphere or whatever. So that was that. While he was incarcerated, he pretty much knew not to talk on the phone. So the way that they got him was by basically bugging the visitors' IDs of his friends and family without his friends and family's knowledge. So they went to great lengths to do this. They literally changed the IDs in 4 different facilities. The visitors' passes or visitors' IDs in 4 different facilities so that the prisoners would not think anything of it. Anywho, they went ahead, they did it. Every time he had a visit, they was listening, they was recording, they was taking notes. Once they gathered enough evidence, they went ahead, arraigned him, and found him guilty, and then transferred him to the most notorious prison in the U.S., Supermax, as they call it. It's in Florence, Colorado. There he is under 23 hours of lockup. He only gets out for 1 hour a day, and he has no physical contact, 2 phone calls a month. It said that basically, his arrest was a political persecution. He had started, doing things he called it the 21st century vote, in which he was trying to encourage the black community to become more active in voting. Kudos to Kanye West for using his star power to kind of campaign for this man's release. It said that if he is released, that he has the power to influence to decrease crime in Chicago. Now, those that are familiar with Chicago, they have all kind of issues, and I mean, it's just known for being a corrupt city. But it is said that he could use his power to have some influence over the youth and things of that sort. So that's it. This man definitely, did some things when he was young. He went to jail at a very young age. At that, when he entered jail, it is said that he only had a third grade reading level. Since then, he's educated himself. He's got a GED, and he has also obtained several degrees. But yeah, that's who Larry Hoover is. If you like this breakdown, comment, let's discuss it. If you're familiar with his, there's so much information on him. I could have made this video a lot longer. There are conspiracy theories. There's a lot of information. His case is well documented. I mean, literally, just from the 17 years of investigation, that paper trail. There is a lot of information, especially through the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper. I read several articles, pertaining to his situation there. But that's who Larry Hoover is. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's talk about it in the comment section.